In the first video, I travelled 2.5 hours to Coventry near Birmingham to go and pick up some retrimmed red leather seats for my Mazda RX7 FD. The reason I needed to get these seats is because my current seats are not in the best of condition. When I got back, I just dropped the seats off in the unit for now because I had some other jobs to do on the RX7 before Christmas, and that is all to do with me moving house next year, which we'll get into in some future videos. But as it stands, my RX7 is back down now on all four wheels, and in today's video I'm about to head back down to my unit because I had an unexpected message from the first video that I did, so I need to explain to you what is actually going on now. So today is Boxing Day. I am back down my unit just for a few hours to tackle another job. I had a message yesterday from somebody that was very interested in my old red leather seats. So I'm going to get those out in today's video, get those dropped off to him, and then I'm going to come back and fit my new seats. I did explain in the old video, my new red leather seats are far too bright. The red is completely different to the current red that's inside of my car. So like my door cards, my sun visors, my rear seats, it's going to look completely different red to all of those items. However, I have now found a local specialist which has good ratings that can re-dye my seats to an oxblood red, which is pretty much the colour code I'm sure my current seats are. So that's yet to come, but I am going to fit the new seats in my car today just to get them off of my floor. So let's get these old seats out now, get these new ones in, and I can just show you guys what it looks like anyway. To remove the seats from the RX7s are actually pretty easy. There's only 5 bolts to remove and 1 electrical wire. First, if you slide the seat back, you will see the first 2 bolts at the front here. Just use a 14mm socket to remove those. Now you have those 2 front bolts out, pull the seat forward and you will see another 2 bolts at the back. Again, use a 14mm socket to remove these. Now, if you remove the rear mat out of your way, you should be able to see a black rod with another bolt going into the floor. Now, you can see here I've got a D-ring instead of a bolt. That was because I had a previous harness set up with my old seats. So go ahead and remove that bolt and the chair should be loose. Don't forget to remove the centre wire underneath, which is just to let you know if the seat belts are plugged in, I believe. So now I have the original seats out of the RX7, or one of the seats I should say. You can see the colour is just completely night and day difference. This is what I was talking about. Just look how bright the new ones are compared to the originals. And that's why I need to get these ones dyed in this colour red. Now this driver's side chair is out in the daylight. You can see why I want to get these replaced, because you can see the damage more clear now. All on the sides, all the leather's been stretching. The stitching is not looking the best. It's still wearing at the top. There's damage at the bottom. And to get all of this completely retrimmed and repadded, I'd imagine is quite a bit of money, and I did not expect for these chairs to come up on the forum for such a good price. And I do love the fact that all of this quilted section's been added to, so it's just a case of, like I said, getting this colour red applied to those seats and I'm happy. The new owner of these chairs has been told about the condition and he said he's getting these retrimmed anyway, so that's the best option personally. So I've done him a pretty good deal too, just to get them out of my way. So let's get the passenger side chair out and then we can start fitting these new ones in. So over to the passenger seat now. It's exactly the same process as the driver's side, so 5 bolts and 1 electrical wire. The seat will then come straight out. And of course when we put the new chairs in, it's just going to be exactly the same process but in reverse. So that's the original seats out of the RX7 now. It's absolutely minging inside of here, so I don't know how, but I've got a lot of leaves and stuff that's built up underneath of the chairs, probably from car shows and stuff. So I am going to make that the next job. Let's give this a good hoover out whilst the seats are out, and then I can start putting in the new red leather seats. Right, let's test these chairs out. Oh yeah. Oh, this just feels so good to be inside of this car. You know what, no matter how many months go by, every time I just sit back in this bloody car, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like me. I just feel really engaged with this thing. I just love everything that I've got. All of my new modifications are now done. It just feels amazing to be inside of. I'm not going to lie, I do miss not being able to drive this thing at the moment, just because I've got so many plans that I need to do. I have done so many car shows and stuff. I've met many of you guys on the channel at them, but there becomes a time where you just need to take things off of the road and just do your next kind of goals if you do want to build that dream car. So unfortunately, it does mean the car has to be on and off the road. But I'm not too bothered at the moment because I've got road bikes and stuff to keep me occupied, and I do know once this thing is done, it is going to be so worth it. But anyway, back to the seats. If I'm completely honest with you guys, this red, it does look different in person than what it does on the camera. I don't know why, it's because it's red I suppose, but it does give such a nice fresh look. I'm not going to lie, if you ignore all of the other shades of red, the seats themselves, they just look really good against all of the gloss black stuff I've got going on inside of the interior, and on the outside as well. They just stand out really nice. It's a bit of a shame that I do have to go down this route to get them re-dyed, but there is no way I can get away with not doing it because there's just too many shades of red going on and it just doesn't look right. So it is one of those things. So there will be a part 3 video from myself, as you know, because I'm going to have to get these re-dyed, and I'll try my best to capture everything I can when it comes to that moment with the specialist to show you what's happening with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until then, I'll catch you all in the next video very soon.